Welcome back to In Her Season.
I feel like, okay, we've got 1 bar left. Oh, 2. No, 1 bar. So this might be a really...
Well, let's keep an eye on it.
Jippity quick episode.
Guys, if you're on YouTube, you can see everything looks different. And that's fun.
True, because we're in a car. But we're in Chicago. We're in Illinois, not Chicago. One day we'll get down to the city.
Yes, probably. One day we'll be like the city bitches that we intend to be. But today, we finally found each other in Chicago land.
Downers Grove.
And that's where we're at.
For a little quick episode and a little brunch.
And the ironic thing is, guys, Rachel invited me to brunch at the same location that my story from last week all went down at. So, if you listened to last week, there's a fun tidbit for you.
That is nuts. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. We, first trimester was really, really hard, but we figured out what was going on. So
what was going on?
I was just like completely deficient of iron and B12. So it's like no wonder God. I felt like I was dying because I literally had nothing for like my mental for just like growing a baby. Like I was so depleted, and it's likely due to back-to-back pregnancies. Yeah. And so what the midwife was telling me, sorry, we're just jumping right into this.
Go for it.
Because we got 1 bar left. So we got to record. What the midwife was telling me is that your body will make sure that your baby comes out with all the nutrients and vitamins they need.
Oh yeah, they'll pull it from you.
Exactly. So I've just been like depleted, and the doctors.
It's nice to know though, like you don't have to worry that like baby didn't have it. It's just you didn't have it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, the one that probably needs to be the most mentally stable at this time. But yeah, so we're getting figured out. Supplements. I did like a vitamin IV bag and like a B12 shot.
Really?
And everything. They're at their office. Yeah.
Oh
They're
God,
like, we offer this
nice.
if you want it. I was like, do you think she's like, well, for someone like you, she's like, I would definitely recommend it.
You do seem better today.
Thanks.
I was like, maybe it's just the Chicago on you. I didn't know.
It's probably a little mix of everything, honestly. I do feel like more alive when I like go to the city and come back, and that really makes me miss it. And I was just like, Luke, we don't have this in St. Louis. It doesn't exist. It's non-existent.
Look,
it's not the same.
This is very like Chicago-centric, Chicago snobbery that completely 100% exists 100% of the time with 100% of people from Chicago. But
we're spoiled in Chicago.
There is something about Chicago. It's just the best place in the world. It revives you.
Yeah.
Like
it like gives me energy, and I'm like, maybe I'm not an introvert.
I even
like I'm actually really cool. And like I love going out and having fun.
I do. I love it. And to me, I'm like, it's nostalgic. Like that is a piece of it for me. But like even like I seen like my grandma, we took her downtown for like brunch before, and like just the life just like flooding her face. Like I'm like, she's my grandma. She could skip down these streets. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
not even like
it's
about
just
living
something
down
about
there.
It's the energy.
It's the energy. Yeah. It's
we're
being able
energetic
to have
beings, and you feel it from the people.
It's about having access to a place like that.
Yeah, everywhere.
That we don't have in St. Louis.
And you're telling me now I live in Paducah.
I know.
Well, about
because
the lack of access.
He's like, you're from Chicago too, so you get it.
No, I do. And my hard thing is that my husband doesn't get it. And I was bitching to him this week about like lack of like options in Paducah, which I knew I was signing up for. And I was like, okay, he was like, you guys are complaining. And I was like, okay, also though, like this isn't me being like, oh my God, I don't like Paducah, we have to move. This is me being like, oh my gosh, this is growing pains. I'm adjusting, and I'm like vocalizing it because I'm trying to process it and like get on board with like, I know the benefits, but it doesn't mean it's 100% like awesome. There's give and take.
His love for Paducah is just as valid as your love for the city. It's the same exact thing. It's just different.
We made choices.
Like, it's just different.
Yeah. And they're both valid, and we love, but also I love the city.
I do too. I know. Yeah.
Wait, I have to go back when you told me, my first trimester, but we figured it out. My heart skipped a fucking beat. I thought you were about to say you're pregnant with twins.
When?
Just now in this episode.
Can you imagine?
You were like, we figured it out. I was like, what did you figure out?
I should have sent that to you for April Fool's. Oh my God.
No, I literally, because I was like, oh my God, if you're depleted from nutrients, is that because I was internally so worried. I was like, wait, what did you figure out?
But here's the sick thing about hormones. Literally this week, I'm like, maybe we could go for 4. Like, it's just 1 away from 4, Luke. Should we do 4?
Dead.
And he didn't even.
He's probably he's like, probably.
He didn't even argue it. He's like, yeah, probably. Like, we're probably doing 4. And I'm like, oh, crap.
I'm so happy that you're back on your 4 train, though.
I know. I'm just like, I feel like I'm a mom of 4. I feel like I would
Rachel,
be a mom of 4.
that's actually kind of
die.
scary because the fact that you say you feel like you're a mom of 4, because like I was asking my sister on the way up. My sister, who is famously at this point known for her 4 under the age of 4 children. And
I was telling my mother-in-law that. She's like, what? And all boys? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, wow.
Yeah,
I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It's awesome. And so I am a big fan of my sister still having one more. I'm like, I want you to have one more. That's
so
my personal opinion.
It is so addicting.
Oh my God, I love that. And
you're going to have one and you're like, can we have like 10 more?
Like 10. And so I was like, I was asking her, I was like, do you feel like one more like calling to you? And she was like, I mean, it's like not right now, but it's also the case where like it would be unsafe for her to get pregnant right now with like how her last birth went. And so she was like, I mean, I'm not feeling it right now. And I was like, that makes sense because maybe you'll feel it like a year from now. So the fact that you're already feeling 4, I'm like, Rachel,
this is my problem.
You're not going to have a fucking second in between these children either.
No, I know. It's like 4 under 4. He's like, no. I was like, I know, that's crazy. I would never do that.
You're like,
but I saw this video. I saw this video and it's like when 2 under 2 turns into 3 under 3, turns into 4 under 4, turns into 5 under 5. And I was like, that's insane.
It's like, where is the threshold?
But then it's almost like, okay, it makes sense when you're in it, you're going through it. But my body truly needs a break. My vagina needs a break. Like this
apparently your
pregnancy,
iron and your B12 needs a break.
Yeah, everything needs a break. And I'm just like, the cool thing is we can wait 2 or 3 years when everyone's in preschool or starting school, and it's like we can still have another one, and then the kids will be older and they'll be so excited to see the little baby and help out.
You could literally wait 10 years and then have 2 more then.
Oh my God, yeah.
You literally
That's
could.
a great idea.
Yeah, I know. You literally could. You could like have like kids like in middle school and then be like, you guys are both still so young, and you could pop out 2 more and have them grow up together too.
I think of like the Kardashians and the Jenners, and I'm just like, look how amazing that is. Like they get to grow up together. They have a giant family. And when you're grandma and suddenly, like I keep seeing these videos when it's like when this turns into this, and it's basically the mom in the car with the screaming kids in the back, or like they're just so young to suddenly there's nothing because they're moved out and they're like, married, they're starting their own families, and you're just like,
wait, and we calculated this before too, and Luke is gonna be far too young to have them all out of the house. When they're like all 18, like Luke is too young for it.
He's like, by the time they graduate high school, I'll be 45. He'll be 45. So it's like,
he has enough energy. He could literally have a new baby at 45.
Yeah. Yeah, he could. But then I'll be nearly 50 and I'm like, no.
Well, yeah, maybe not that. But
Luke can do whatever he wants. Better be with me though. But like, you know.
I was going to say, do whatever you want, Luke. I don't know about that.
But it's so, well, because what's crazy is like, since I've been literally, I don't know, a pubescent child, like on Pinterest and whatever, I've always been obsessed with families that have 4 or 5 kids. Like,
really?
Like the Beckhams and Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, like just like going downtown with their kids and yada yada. Like, it's just, I don't know. I've just always loved that image.
Have you always pictured like them all being yours? Because like when you say like Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie.
Oh
like,
yeah. Well, yeah.
They're blended.
Yeah, they are blended. I think I've always picked. I just never thought of it as being like if they're adopted or not. It was just like having that big family.
The kids.
Yeah, and so I've never thought of myself as seeing less than that, I guess. Like the vision was always a big family of 4, and when you're younger you obviously don't know what it takes to raise some kids, so like you don't know all the little complications.
That's fun, though, because like good, you don't need to be bothered with those problems, you need to dream big.
Yeah It's all about just surrounding yourself with people that are like positive and good about it. You'd be funny how parents sometimes just like, what, that's a lot, like you don't need that. I'm just like, excuse me right now, like are you serious?
Trust me, the amount of times people have like said things to my sister for having like all of the kids that she has when like, you guys, it was twins. That's how that happened. And it's like, no, I'm sorry. If you've ever met my sister, she always wanted a big family.
Yeah. I'm like what do you want me to say? I don't love my child. I regret it.
Wanted.
Why would I ever regret one of my kids?
I'm sorry. Like she's living her dreams.
Yeah. And when they're all teenagers and like she's going to have a beautiful big they get to bring home the girls. She's going to have all these little like sister or like daughters,
Dude, all 4 of her boys are going to be in high school school at the same time. Where I'm like,
oh God, the teachers are gonna be like,
no, I'm like, I
we
literally
know this
hope
family.
that they like, I don't know, are all like doing the same sport or something. So then it's just like really like they've taken over.
Yeah,
like that's would be
that's
fun.
what you think about. I mean, you think about like, okay, how much money do you like? There's all these logistics, but the thing is like it doesn't take much to have a happy family. It's like mom and dad happy, good, safe environment at home. Then the kids are happy and they don't require
like you figure
much.
it out from there.
Yes. And so my Pinterest board, like everything, like from my engagement ring to the way the family looks to that way the house looks, like everything I've noticed over the years slowly keeps coming true in those aspects because I'm such a visual person.
I've said this in the past. I'm like, a Pinterest board is manifestation.
Yes.
I love
and I need
it.
to get back into it. And like,
me too.
As I'm feeling better, like I'll post more and stuff, but like there's so many little things like that. So I'm just like, oh my God,
so
like why wouldn't I go for? Yeah, me too. I still haven't started like all the supplements, but they arrived in St. Louis and I've been in Chicago for the week.
I bet it's such a relief to Luke too. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard when your partner's down and you want to help him and you don't know how.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so nice.
That was rough. And then you feel bad because it's like, you shouldn't be taking care of me. Like you're swamped at work. Like you have also the kid. Like it's just, it's a lot, but it's definitely like.
Is that kind of your highlight for the week then?
Yeah, I'd say I'm feeling better. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling better. And I'm excited to feel better. That's the thing, too. Like, I'm just like, I'll do anything to feel good because, like, I want to be able to show up. And, like, I hated how I was showing up or not showing up for my kids. Like, the way I was so snappy and impatient, just, like, yelling and just, like, things that are just not me. Yeah. So.
You were just spent.
Yeah.
All the time. You were just, like, just emotionally and physically spent.
Yeah, and just, like, so impatient, so agitated, so, like my fuse was so short and I was just like, what the hell is going on?
It's so good that you like didn't even just chalk it up to pregnancy, but like we're like, no, like I'm having a problem, like I can do, like I should be able to feel better, and like actually got to the bottom of it and like, no, it was a supplements issue because so many people, I think they forget sometimes that it's like,
well, I think
no.
Yeah, I think it's like also what's received by whoever you're getting care from, and like thank God I have care from the midwives, because they took it so seriously and they like were questioning me so thoroughly. I mean, that point was like an hour and a half of like going through everything that I was feeling and like offering like, okay, like here's what we can do. Here's some other stuff. And then what
did you tell them to get that started?
I had experienced some problems. So like my body was breaking out in hives. Like I was extremely fatigued. I was having like these headaches for like days. And I I was like, this is debilitating.
A headache a sign of a girl?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I hope it's a girl.
You heard it here first.
But they were just like, when like, and I was like, my feet are swollen, like my ankles are swollen, like that doesn't happen. Like I've never had that really during pregnancy. Yeah. So one of my midwives, and she's had an entire medical background, she was just like, okay, like what you're telling me, like let's do a torch panel, let's just rule anything out.
Is that blood work, a torch panel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's checks for like all infectious disease, chest tests for like all your vitamins and everything. And you'll see like it'll be in like green or red with your vitamins and like what you have in your system. But you need someone that will be able to read it and be like, okay, this says it's in the green, but this is way too low for you. And maybe someone else like would be like, oh, you're in the green, you're fine. And then they would dismiss it. And it's like, well, it's 1 point away from being alarmingly red. So I need to up my B12. Like my B12 was literally like a point away from being like, hello, like you need B12. So it's just like showed up as green.
You're like, we don't want it to be in the red by the time that we realize this.
Yeah. So it's just like a lot of that. So like the iron and B12 were done. And then it said I like had a virus and it was like a past virus. So it just showed up as saying that like, okay, I had this recently or whenever, which would explain a lot. So
it's so crazy.
Totally different level of care. Yeah.
I'm so glad.
They're just on it. And I think that helps because they only have like 6 to 8 patients a month. So it's not like they're seeing like hundreds of patients. Like
they
it's
have
just
like the time and attention to be like,
they only take so many a month. Yeah.
Like you're the next mystery to solve.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like into it.
So yeah. But how your first trimester I feel like has been pretty
I don't want to jinx it. I feel good.
Yeah,
I feel good.
That's great.
I literally have said I'm suspicious. I'm a little bit farther along than the doctors have like measured me at or like think that I am, just because like I had like some like down points where I was like super fatigued or like I like to think about how tired I was could make me cry like at the time.
It's intense.
Yeah, but then like week 9 hit, and week 9 is supposed to be like the peak of the hormone levels that make you nauseous and sick, and like it's supposed to be like that's the height, that's as high as it's going to be throughout pregnancy to get through. Week 9 hit, I was like, I'm feeling good.
Feeling good. That's fantastic.
I feel good.
That's exactly why I didn't want to like scare you with the first trimester, because I was like, you might be one of those ones where it really doesn't hit you that hard, and like some women don't feel anything. They're just
my
tired
sister
a little
said
bit,
that it was like halfway through her pregnancy before she like really felt like pregnant, and I'm like, yeah. Okay. But like I feel good, and so I'm doing good. I mean, I'm still like really, I'll get like hit with like a wave of being tired, or like in the evening where I'm like my stomach just feels unsettled and I'm just uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. I'm not like we can handle like being uncomfortable.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm happy. I'm relieved for you that like it's easy.
I'm like, I don't want to jinx myself, you guys.
No, you're not. Well, you're practically out of it. Like you're through the.
It's crazy to think. Oh my gosh! In 2 weeks, it'll be 6 months. You know? Yeah. I'm like, ooh.
Oh my gosh! When you do the countdown,
I know. I'm so excited.
Wait. I forgot. Are you finding the gender out at 20 weeks, or what are you doing?
Oh no, so I actually just went on Thursday was when I hit 10 weeks, and so we went in, and this is so funny, guys. So the place that I went for my first like appointment was like, okay, at 10 weeks you can come in, get your blood drawn for like all of the genetic testing. Yeah. Part of genetics is the gender, and we are choosing to get all of the genetic panels ran. And so I went in and got like my blood drawn, and they said, oh, come in whenever. Well, we show up at 4:30. It's not even 5 p.m. Apparently they close at 4. I was like, so when you say whenever, you mean until 4? Like, I feel like that's a very valuable piece of information for people who like work to know, like when you want to stop by, it needs to be like during the day. Anyway, there was a sweet nurse who was there, and she was like, it's okay, I'm getting overtime for this. I was like, cool, like we appreciate you. So I was still able to get my blood drawn, and so from there it takes like 7 business days. So within 2 weeks we'll get to know, and we have been playing around with so many ideas on how we think we're gonna do it, because we want to do something fun. It's our first baby, and who knows, maybe we won't find out for the future ones, maybe we will. So we want to like get to like make a little moment out of it. Yeah. Something simple, but still something fun. And but I'm really, really excited to find out. Like,
oh my gosh.
I'm so excited to find out.
I was thinking about it today.
Predictions from everyone. What are you predicting?
Oh God, I don't know. My instinct is to say boy. Like I'm thinking boy, but like I want it to be a girl.
Okay. Sam. Everyone has been saying this to me lately. Like, I swear when I first got pregnant, everyone was like, girl, girl, girl. I see you as a girl, mom. Like, I think it's a girl. Hayden's such a girl, dad. Your sister has boys. You're going to have a girl. And lately, everyone's like, I'm getting boy.
I'm getting boy.
And I'm like, okay, I am struggling to adjust my mind frame here. So just know that when I find out the gender, if it's a boy, I'm genuinely shocked, and I'm so glad.
What are you feeling? Do you have a sense?
Okay, I was literally talking about this earlier today, because from the get-go, and I know I said this earlier, like on the podcast, that I've been thinking girl, but I think it's just because for some reason it's easier to picture in my head, and so like when I try to picture a boy, it's just like not clicking, and so I just go back to imagining a girl because it's easier. And so if it's a boy, I'm so glad I'm finding out, because like I need the time to like adjust my mind frame and get on the boy train. Like I need to be able to like give my future son like the ability to like have my mind wrapped around this, because I'm so like down this path somehow that like I can't picture it. So if it's a boy, thank God I'm finding out.
It's actually insane like how emotionally attached you can become to like a specific gender.
I'm just like blocked like mentally in my head. I'm like, I've just like pictured this like now for like a bit, because at the beginning everyone was saying girls, so I was like, oh, it must be a sign. And now I'm like, okay, like I don't know.
I wish I didn't know.
I don't know
your like sister story as much as I did, because I wonder how much of an impact it has.
And
but I do
knows.
Generally, I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, but I do feel like you'll get both. in your time of growing a family, I do feel like you'll get both.
Like, I'm so not worried about it. I'm so excited. And it's so funny. I was talking to my husband about how, like, I feel like it's one of those things, you know, you grow up and, like, if you grow up, like, wanting to be a mom and wanting to have a family, you envision, like, am I going to have an oldest daughter or an oldest son, right? Because those are, like, such different, like, archetypes of, like, personalities. Like, is your oldest the boy, or are you the family where the oldest is the girl? So, like, either way, like, finding out the first is so exciting because I do feel like it sets the tone of, like, are you an oldest sister, an oldest, like, brother, like, family? And so I'm just excited to know, like, it's just different vibes.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, I was, like, going to be absolutely defeated if my first was a boy. Because I never questioned it. With both of them, I never questioned, like, if it's a boy or girl. It's just like, this one's a girl and this one's a boy. And that's
true.
what I
you
felt.
Were steadfast. That's why I'm like, what's this one?
Really,
woman who knows it all.
Because I wish we didn't do that pendulum thing, because that's what's throwing me off. Because from the get-go, I've always been like, it's a girl.
Yeah.
And now
the pendulum said boy.
Oh my God. Remember? Yeah. And then my mom did that thing. And now I'm like, I don't take it to heart. Like, I really don't take that too seriously. It's basically like this pendulum, and you can ask it a question. It'll sway one way for one answer, one way for the other answer.
Guys,
and
go listen to our episode Pendulum Predictions. It predicted when Rachel's baby came.
And it was like, no, this is a boy. And so, but it was it was not done in person, and I don't want to, like, have that influence me, but it has gotten in my mind a little bit, because I'm just like,
I feel like anything will, and that's why I'm like, I don't know if, like, I can trust my own feelings and thoughts right now. I'm like, how am I being influenced?
It's tough.
I'm hearing all these different things from different people, like, oh, it's a girl because of this, it's a boy because of this, well, I think this because of that, and so now I'm like, there's too many factors, and now my judgment's clouded.
Either way, whatever it is, it'll be like, they'll just have your whole heart, and you'll be like, oh my God, my sweet little one. Like,
I'm literally so excited.
Literally.
Guys, I've told everyone. Obviously, if you're listening to this, you know that because you've been told. And it's awesome and exciting because I was like waiting to tell my parents because I hadn't seen them in person. So I told my parents, and I was like waiting to tell them because I wanted to tell them in person. So it was like the next time that I saw them in person was my first chance to do it. And it was after my grandmother's 90th birthday. So, like, I met them at the birthday party, and it's all family who, again, was going to hear the news, but, like, I wasn't going to tell everyone at the same time. Like, I was going to tell my parents first, you know? Like, it's not even just, it's not their first grandchild, but it is their first grandchild from me.
Yeah.
So
you deserve that news to share just the same.
All the things. And so we had gotten cousin crew shirts for, like, all of my nephews, like, matching t-shirts for them, and a matching, like, onesie that said new to the crew. And so my sister and me and the boys had all left my grandmother's birthday before my parents did. So we got home and we got the boys all changed into the shirts so that when my parents came home, they would walk in and they'd see cousin crew, and we were dying laughing because we're like, if they don't register cousin and what cousin
and they're gonna
means,
think your sister has it on.
Like, they're gonna think my sister's pregnant again and they're going to die. So we were, like, anticipating this, and I was like, honestly, that makes it, like, 10 times funnier, so I can't wait. Because also it felt like some reason it feels weird just telling people you're pregnant, like, every single time. I'm like, I don't know, what do you say?
Yeah, what if they get mad at me?
Like, I don't know why, but, like,
what if they're disappointed?
No, literally. Like, I'm literally married. They've been waiting for it and hoping for it. It's fine. But so it just felt better and more fun with, like, my sister doing it, like, with me and my husband as well. So my husband was recording, and the boys were all distracted with coloring pages when my mom walks in, but at least the oldest, he's got my back. I'm like, here's the onesie, go give it to grandma. And so he's like, grandma, like, and he's got his cousin shirt on, cousin crew, and she gets it immediately.
Oh, she's been waiting for
it. So, like, she had literally said it at the birthday party. She's like, I'm just waiting for Olivia, like, basically to tell me. And I'm like, yeah, you know, like, I'm like, I'd literally tell you right now, but I was like, just you wait. And so she walks into the house. She's literally like bombarded from like walking in the garage door by my nephew being like, Grandma, like, and she's like, cousin Crew, oh my goodness, you know, like being like the surprise for him. And I've got like the picture of the ultrasound in my hand, so I like walk up to her and give her the ultrasound. She walks in. My dad doesn't even walk in for a few minutes later. Like, it was one of those where like it would have been nice if they walked in together and it was one moment. It's way funnier that my mom got it immediately and then my dad had to find this out himself, because
like,
my dad took a second. Okay, as guys do sometimes. They're not as observant as females, just stereotypically. Okay.
Yeah.
And so my mom, like, I show her the sonograms, how far along are you, yada yada, and then my dad walks in, and so we're like, okay, James, like the oldest, like, go do it again, like cousin Crew, like trying to wrangle like one of the twins to like so that we're actually a crew about it. And they're like, Papa, do you like my shirt? And he's like, yeah, I like your shirt. And he's like, he gets it because they're all the same, they're all matching. So he's like reading them. He's like understands that he needs to read the shirt. He's like, cousin Crew. He's like, what? Oh. He's like, yeah, I like your shirts, guys. And they're like, Papa, a shirt. And my mom's like, Don, do you get it? Do you like cousin Crew? And she's like, here, she's putting the onesie like on me, like on my chest, so that like to help him get it. Oh, and he's sitting there like calculating, like you can see it's like that meme where they're like calculating the equation. And he's like, cousin Crew. And he has like a whole like gasp moment where he's like, wait. And then we're looking at him and we're like, yeah. And he's like, are you pregnant? And I'm like, yeah. And then gave me a hug and it was really sweet. So it was just funny because we got the full gasp moment where you like get to see the realization.
That's fun. See, my dad, we put on Lucia, we put a big sis sweater. And he's like, what's that say? Big gig, big zip. Like, he's like, what's that say? I was like, oh yeah, that's cute. And I'm just like, are you serious right now?
You're like,
I'm like, seriously? Big sis? Hello.
You're like, do you get my sister?
Oh. He's like, I thought it said big gig. Like,
and you're like,
okay,
wasn't. So I was like, are you happy or do you want a grammar quiz? Like,
yeah. It was so just funny. Like, it was goofy. But yeah, they don't
Dads
quite. I mean, I'm sure others are really better at picking up on the hints and everything.
My sister's like always done things with like t-shirts. Like, it's like, I feel like she's like good at like being creative with like sayings and stuff. So that's why it was especially fun like when I was incorporating her family with it to do like a matching shirts thing. And so then from there we invited my mom's sister over, my aunt, and my sister warned me. She was like, when I was pregnant with the twins, which was her second pregnancy, she had a shirt that said, read the fine print, and then like in parentheses small, it said, I'm pregnant.
I've seen that for like wine bottles.
Okay.
Like you put a wrap on the wine bottle and it says, always read the fine print.
So she was wearing this shirt and went to like my aunt's house, and she says like 2 seconds walking in, my aunt was like, read the fine print. Oh my God. And like I got it immediately. And normally people, like, even if you have stuff written on your shirt, it's like you're not like sitting around like, let me look at you, let me read what you like wore today.
Yeah.
And my aunt shows up and my nephews are still in their cousin Crew. I didn't expect like her to notice if I wasn't pointing out the shirts. And so like I planned like we'll get everybody a drink and then like I'll say a cheers and like I'll tell them with the cheers. She walks in 2.2 seconds. She picks up one of my nephews and she's immediately like, your shirt, cousin Crew, cousin Olivia, oh my God. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh my God. And then she looks at her husband and she's like, David, do you see the boys' shirts? Do you know what this means? And he's like, what? And he's like, oh, cousin. And she's like, David, do you know?
Like, we had
sex. No. And then he's like, oh my gosh, congrats. So like it was fun. It was like just a day of it. And then literally immediately 2.2 seconds, like even after I told my dad, he'd already told his siblings. And so my mom was calling her siblings. So like, I mean, when I told them like, it's cool, you don't have to keep it a secret. You can tell everyone. Yeah. Oh, the floodgates were open.
Jeez. Good for you.
But my aunt was texting. She was like, why didn't you tell us at Grandma's birthday? And I was like, because I didn't get to tell my
Grandma's birthday.
Yet. And yeah, like I would have like at least wanted to like tell my grandma before so that like she could even
excited.
Oh my God. She was the sweetest too. She like we called her and she was like, my cousin had a baby in in January, and my grandmother's turned 90th birthday, people. So she was like, I thought
That's
that
the only
was gonna
birthday
be,
gift she wants.
She was like,
probably.
I thought that was gonna be the last great grandchild I was gonna see. She's like,
oh my gosh.
She's like, you made my year. Like, I have another one to look forward to this year. And like, no one was like so sweet. Like,
my
I was
goodness.
like, I know, my heart.
That's sweet. Well, okay, you guys. Thanks for listening to our pregnancy episode.
Again.
2.0.
And for hanging out with us in the car in Chicago.
Ciao.